Testing, testing, testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to the show. This beautiful Monday evening, the 24th of August. I'm here live and direct from the studios of Christ, the Rock International Ministries here in Gillingham in Kent. And I'm presenting to you relationship tips, talks, and tales. And my name is Lady Edith Adebayo. And with me in the studio tonight is my handsome son, Ashokbe. I have to give him honor because, I don't want to take him for granted because he's a young man. But I remember when he was even younger than he is now, and today he's taller than me. So I feel proud as a mom, as an auntie, that, my children, I see all of them, and I'm just so excited and delighted. So Ashokbe, thank you very much for joining me tonight, for supporting me in the studio, for helping me set this up. And I pray that God will richly bless you and increase you on every side. In everything you do, you will be the head, you will not be the tail. You will be a leader in the mighty name of God, and you will bring more smiles to us, your church family, and also to mom and dad and your siblings. Thank you very much, Ashokbe. Hello, Sister Obaro, number one to join in today. How are you? All the way from, I don't want to make a mistake, I think it's Trinidad and Tobago, if I'm right, or Jamaica, somewhere along that lines, Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago. That's where my darling sister Obaro is joining me all the way from. I really feel honored. She's been very consistent. She's been joining, on a regular basis, making contribution and supporting me. And I say very, very big thank you and showing you my appreciation tonight. Obaro, God bless you. And also I've got my darling sister, Sister Vero, a church sister, a sister that I've known for many years who supports me as well. Thank you for joining this evening. God bless you. Mr. Coca, thank you very much for joining. Barbados, yes, sorry, Obaro is from, she lives in Barbados, not Trinidad and Tobago. Forgive me, Barbados. I have to visit that Barbados one day. I've heard that it's a lovely island, and I really like to go there and enjoy the sunshine, the food, the scenery, and just catch some fun. So don't worry, one of these days you'll see me in Barbados. So as I was saying, thank you, Mr. Coca. Thank you for joining this evening. God bless you richly. So I think I should start the show tonight with apologies. Apologies are definitely in order. I'm really sorry that last week Monday we had some technical hitches in the studio. You could see me, I could see myself, but you couldn't hear me. For some reason, we couldn't connect it wasn't just working. We tried our very best. Kudos to my sons, Daniel and again, Ashokpe, that were with me. They tried their very best. These boys worked hard. They were running up, down, side, everywhere to get this thing to work. And unfortunately, it did not work. But you know what? The Bible says that in every situation, we should give God thanks. So what it is what it is. We've taken it like that. Last week is gone. And it's a brand new day today, and we are here today live and direct. And I believe that you can hear me. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. And once again, I'm really, really, really sorry. So we'll wait for more people to join. I'm just going to check how many people are online. And while I do that, I will really, really appreciate my sister Mercy, my Bay of Life is online. Thank you, Mercy. Mrs. Wanka, for joining, for supporting. My friend from, I can't even know how many, in fact, from way, when we used to wear rubber slippers and play around. So I'm testing the volume. Yes, you can hear me. And there's 11 people online. Please, guys, share, like, subscribe. Please share, forward it to all your contacts, put it on your status. Thank you, Mercy, for joining. My big sis, Sister Lara, Mrs. Olukunle. Thank you, sis, for joining. Thank you for the love, the support, the consistency. I love and appreciate you. My darling, Mrs. Ntayi. I just love you. My May sister, my similar yellow pawpaw sister. I'm walking behind you. You are inspiring me, and I really, really love, your intelligence, your smartness, and I celebrate you. Thank you for joining tonight. My darling daughter, I've got two of my daughters on. My darling Susan, thank you, darling. God bless you. Thank you for the nice words you said to me yesterday, Susan. God bless you. I appreciate your inspiration. And my darling daughter, Ifoma, God bless you, darling. And my granddaughter, Sapphire. People ask me at work, I just make a comment because I have this app on my phone called Beauty Plus, and you can sort of like, put sunglasses on yourself, lipstick, earrings, all sort of things on yourself and make funny faces. And I was saying to someone, showing them my granddaughter's picture, because I actually used that app to take her picture. And she was doing like this. She's only one plus. She was doing like this, but I'm not wearing earrings. I don't have lipstick. She was, she was even getting confused. She would look at herself, look at the picture. And I'll send it at work, and people are like, Edith, you have a granddaughter. I say, yes, I'm blessed. I do. I have a granddaughter, and more on the way. More on the way. Yes, I'm proud to say I'm a grandma. Don't worry whether it's biological, chemically, physically, environmentally, however, just believe it, take it, that yes, I am a proud glamma. I'm not a grandma. Actually, I have to tell Sapphire to stop calling me grandma. I'm glamma. Look, I'm glamorous. I'm a glamorous grandma. Young, hot, sexy glamma. So yes, my new name is Glamma. Anyway, jokes aside, thank you for joining the show. And my mom is online. Good evening, Mom. Mom was with me on the phone the whole of last week, panicking, trying to, see what we could do. Thank you so, Mom, for your love and support. And yes, Mom, I feel a lot better. I was having some chest pain yesterday. I think the picture has gone, but it's going to come back in a minute. Hopefully, we're not going to have any hitches tonight. Can you hear me? Can people hear me and see me? Hopefully. I know you can't see me, but you can hear me. There's 16 people online now. Please continue to forward the link. Share with your contacts. Let people join. They might just learn one or two things while my son Ashokwe is trying to fix the picture. And it's back. So we cover the network in the blood of Jesus. No technical issues tonight. No network issues tonight. It's raining here. Hopefully that will not interrupt the connections all over the world. Imagine my sister joining from Barbados, and there are people joining from Nigeria. So yes, no network. We command network and technology to hear today and stand still and obey for 1 hour while we do the show. Good evening, Uncle Razak. God bless you. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. You know. Thank you very much, Uncle Razak. So yes, so please like, share, forward the link. We still have 16 people. Guys, help me to forward the link. Help me to share with your contacts. Let's have more views tonight. So basically, what I'm going to do is talk about what I was going to talk about last week. I did struggle to move on because last week that was where the inspiration was, and there was another inspiration for this week, but I guess I will just have to do what I was going to do last week and then move the one I was going to do this week to next week. But before I go on, I just want to talk about something I learned last week, not this week. I was looking at myself and looking at people around me and looking at how we solve problems, our problem solving skills. And I sort of came to some form of conclusion. It might not be valid, it might not be correct, that some people, when you have a problem, with someone else or in your life or a challenge or a situation, you either settle for peace or victory. So I can't see my face and I want to see my face. I can just see the mic right in my mouth. So I'm trying to adjust it, guys. So can you still hear me? I noticed that people settle for victory or peace. And there's a big difference. And as you mature in age, and if you are a Christian, as you mature in your religious beliefs, in your relationship with God, you begin to realize that you don't have to settle for victory all the time. Sometimes settle for peace. So what I'm trying to say is that if someone hurts you, or someone says something bad about you, or someone steps on your toes, in whatever context it might be in the family home, in the church, in the place of work, you might want to, the word coming out from my mouth is a very bad word. But since my pastor is not here, and my dad is not here, only my mom, I will beg her later, I will say it. I would like to treat your fuck up when you mess up. You know what I mean? And to me, that is victory. Yes, I've treated that fuck up. I've told you who you are. I've done it. I've said it. Go to blazes. All those kind of things. To me, that is victory. But as you grow older in age and as you mature in Christ, you begin to realize that sometimes peace is also victory. We don't always have to respond and react to everything. And that was something I read and sort of researched last week. And you're not going to believe it. The whole of, from last week Monday to today, so many things have tested my patience, tested me, that I had to tell myself that I came to a boiling point that I was just going to explode and blow up. I said, you know what, I've had enough. Everybody's stepping on my toes. But then I had a few people around me who calmed me down. And that's another thing. You have to have people that can calm you down, people that can talk to you. If you are a human being and no one can talk to you, I'm sorry, you're going to make so many mistakes in your life and you're not going to be able to, get wise counsel. But the point I'm trying to make is that sometimes let's see peace as victory as well. Not just when we have to, shout and, pay back and, have a word as well and say something back. Sometimes leaving it, just leave it, just walk away, pass away, or, move away, or just do what you need to do to leave that environment, leave that person, leave that situation. And I realized by this afternoon, that sometimes that is what we need to do. Peace is also a strength. So don't always want to win every battle and don't always want to fight every battle. Just leave some battles where they are. The other motivation I want to give you before I talk about my show is that another thing I learned between last week and this week is that we have this saying that is the glass half full or half empty. Naturally, some people are inclined to always see the glass as half empty. I think you call those people, are they pessimists or is it optimists? I don't know. There's, one is some people are pessimists. Pessimist is the one that sees the glass as half empty, and optimist, they see the glass as half full. The problem is that people who see the glass as half full, they tend to destroy and they tend to be negative in their thinking. And people who see the glass as half empty, they tend to be builders and they tend to focus on peace. So you need to watch yourself, because if you have people who see the glass as half full around you, so like I gave an example, I was going to explode yesterday, and the sister I spoke to that calmed me down, she could have said to me, don't take that nonsense, how can someone talk to you like that, give it back to her, and I will explode, because she's encouraged me. But she said, oh sis, don't worry about it, leave it, forget about it, I know you're hurt, don't worry. So what kind of a person are you? Look at yourself and see what kind of person are you inclined to be when people seek your opinion, seek your support, seek your advice. Are you the kind of person that destroys or you build? Do you push people to do wrong? Do you push people to say, I won't take that? Especially in marriage. Many of us, we have friends, and I've heard so many times how marriages have been destroyed because of advice from friends, relatives, mother-in-law, mom, family members. They'll push you, tell you that I will never take that. But meanwhile, if you find out and you get to the bottom of the matter in their own family, they're actually using spoon to eat it. You are still using your hand from afar to take the shit from your spouse or your friend or your family member. And you are telling them that, oh, see what my spouse did, see what my friend, and they're telling you, I will never take that. But in their own house, they are using spoon to eat it like this every day. But they'll be lying to you. So let's be careful of the kind of person that you are. Don't be a destroyer. Don't be the person that pushes people to do evil. And when you are down, you want people to be down with you. You know that what they are doing is bad. You push them just because maybe you might be in that position. So it's just a little word of encouragement this afternoon. And Grandma, miss you very, very much. Grandma, welcome, Grandma. Thank you for joining the show. I miss you, Grandma. I need to come and suck breast, Grandma. When are you going to be around now? This COVID, don't let me see my grandma. Grandma, I miss you. So that's not my topic from today. It's just a little bit of encouragement based on my personal experience and based on a few things that I learned myself in the last 2 weeks. So I was going to talk about dating last week. And I purposely did not send out the topic last week and today because we do work with feedback, constructive feedback. And some people have said that they already know that we do the show on a Monday at 7 o'clock and they don't need to know, the topic or have the link that they've subscribed so they get the notification on their phone and things like that. So I was doing a sort of test to see if response would be more with the advert or without the advert. But what I would like to say is that everybody on my phone, I have put you on my broadcast list. If you are not happy with getting the invite or getting the link or getting the topic, the advert for the show, the flyer, just send me a WhatsApp and say, Edith, can you kindly take me off your broadcast list? Trust me, I will not be offended. I'd rather do what you want than for me to be sending my flyer to you on a Monday and in your house you are cursing me, she has come again or this, that. So I'd rather you just send me a nice little message on WhatsApp and say, can you kindly take me off your broadcast list? Or I already subscribe, I don't need to get it on Mondays. And I'll happily do so. So what I'm talking about this morning, yes, Sister Chichi, I'm the glamour. Yay, I'm the glamour. So what I'm talking about today is dating tips. So you find yourself single, either because you've never ever been in a relationship, or you were in a relationship or a situationship and you are single, or you were in a marriage and you are separated, or you were in a marriage and you are divorced, or you were in a marriage and you are a widow or a widower. Whatever circumstances, somehow you find yourself single. So not everybody who is single is actively looking for someone to be in a relationship with. Some people are, some people are not. So if you find yourself single, the first thing you need to do is don't rush into another relationship. And that's a mistake many of us make, including myself. So for those of you that don't know, I am singularly married. I am married and I am single at the same time. I'm a grandma, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a girlfriend, I'm a widow, I'm everything. Okay, I'm a single mom, I'm a mom to small kids, I'm a mom to older kids. You can interpret what I've said the way you want to interpret it, but that's just the reality of my life and where I find myself. And as a result, I do understand that sometimes you need to take time out and give yourself 3 to 6 months after a breakup. And I say 3 to 6 months, depending on the number of years you were in your last relationship or marriage. You need time to heal. You need time to overcome whatever hurt, whatever pain. There will be residues. I give an example like when a house gets burnt and the fire brigade people put the fire off, and you need to go back into the house. It's all been cleaned. But as you go back into the house, now and again, you will go behind the cupboard. You will see a few ashes there. You look under the chair. You see a few ashes there. It's all not going to go away overnight. You're going to need time to reconcile with yourself, with what has happened to you, to come to terms with being single again, to understand what part you played in the whole process of being single. So give yourself some time. And then you then decide, do you want to date again? If you don't want to date again, by all means, that is perfectly fine. Singleness is powerful, and as a single person, you can do so much more for yourself, no matter what age you are, than when you are married. So, for example, If I decide to go out after my show at 8 o'clock, I have to ask my husband or tell my husband, oh boy, I'm thinking of going out, and take permission from him, or at least inform him. But if I'm single, I just get up and go. If I want to do many things, if I'm single, I might have more empowerment and more resources and more time and more energy to do than if I'm married. So I hope you know what I mean. So you have to decide for yourself that you want to date again. Now, there's a difference between dating and relationship, and that's where many of us get it wrong. If a man asks you out today, or you are a woman, you ask a man out today, you are not in a relationship. You are dating. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with dating 4, 5, 10 men at the same time, 20 women at the same time, if you have defined it clearly that you are dating. And what that means is that you've just asked me out, or I have just asked you out. There's no strings attached. I don't know you fully. You don't know me fully. We haven't made any commitments. We haven't made any future plans. All we are doing is that we are going for a meal to get to know one another. And that is what I'm talking about tonight, dating. I'm not talking about relationship tonight. I'm talking mainly just about dating. So you find yourself single, and I am of the opinion that a woman can ask a man out. However, I cannot ask a man out, but I have seen women tell men that they like them and they go invite them on a date. But I personally, I would like to be bold enough to walk up to a man I like and say, you know what, I like you. Can we go for a meal together? I'm working on that confidence. But I don't think there's actually anything wrong if, as a woman, you want to ask a man out on a date. So remember, we're talking about dating, not relationship. So you meet someone and the person asks you out on a date. You then decide, what are you looking for is the first thing. Now, if you're looking for someone with 50,000 pounds income, 6'4" income, tall, handsome, six-pack, broad shoulder, all those things that women, read in mills and booms and think that it is in reality. If a man comes to you and is 5'9", he earns 23,000, he doesn't have six-pack, he has two-pack, it's not what you are looking for, leave it. Say no. If a man comes to you, maybe you made up your mind that you don't want someone that is of a different religion with you, say no. Or you don't want someone from a particular race or culture or tribe, say no. So first thing you have to define is exactly what are you looking for in the kind of person you want to date. Because remember that the whole idea of dating is that it will lead to relationship. And hopefully relationship will lead to greater things for both of you. That's the ultimate goal, for you to even say you want to date. So you are not dating because, dating there's no sex involved in dating. That's why I said you are allowed to go out with whatever number of people. There's no sex involved in dating. There's no commitment. There's no emotions attached. There's no exchange of, all those kind of things that we do at the stage of dating that we're talking about today. Yeah, baby me, thank you, darling, for joining. God bless you, lovey. And Auntie Ayo, God bless you. Thank you for joining. Baby me, I miss you, When are we going to see? So, we're talking about dating. Get that clear. So, define what you want. Then, my next point is, I'm just going to read from my notes. I can't see, guys. I have to wear my glasses. So, the next point is, you then ask each other out. You book a venue, a time, a place. Please don't be late. Please don't be late. If you and this person have decided to meet at 6:30, please give or take 5 minutes before or after 6:30. It's not nice to be late. If you are running late, please give them enough notice. Dress well. So for me, I like, people who dress well, especially the first time, because I think it's Bishop Oyedepo that says that the way you are dressed is the way you will be addressed. So dress well. Don't come looking tacky, funny. You might, ask someone else, how you look. So dress well. Build your confidence, and everything. And when you are You know, I was just saying something now about our fantasies we read in Mills and Bones and in all these love stories when we're young. Notwithstanding, aim high, it doesn't mean, like, I don't mind about six-pack. It doesn't do anything to me. If you like, have muscles from here to, if I don't even want. So we are all different. What I'm trying to say is that I might not aim for six-pack man, but I will aim for a man that has intelligence, that can talk, that is smart, that is reasonable, that is kind. So those are my first few things I will look for in a man, that is presentable. So don't aim low for yourself. Even if no person has asked you out for 5 years, still give yourself some, have a standard. Don't just agree for anything going. You go to the car wash, the man washing the car asks you out, you give him your number. You go to the supermarket, the person you meet on the app. What I'm trying to say is that have a standard. Don't just agree for every single person because I said that 10 people you can go on dates. Doesn't mean that every Peter, Paul, and Henry that ask you out, you're giving your number. Have a standard. Say, know what you're doing. And for me, another thing I want to add here is that just be careful. Be careful with how you go about exposing yourself and giving people your number. Like I said, have a standard. And don't be rude. When a man asks you out, don't be rude. And then some of us women, we do what we call shakara. Ashokwe, do you know what is shakara? Ashokwe, do you know what is shakara? Do you know what is shakara? Okay, I don't know what is shakara. Is yanga or shakara? You play hard to get, that's it. Most women, you play hard to get. Trust me, you are not the prettiest, sexiest, best in the world. If you play too hard to get these days, the man will just get fed up and he will go. So you don't have to play. It's good to make small shakara because give yourself some worth. But you don't have to do it too much to the extent that the guy is fed up of calling you all the time and you keep forming busy and forming like, oh, you don't want. Meanwhile, in your heart, you are dying to have a relationship or date, go on a date with the guy. So don't play too hard to get. Looking fabulous, Lady Edith, Josephine Macaulay. Thank you, sis. God bless you. Thank you for joining. Francine, thank you, sis. Not everyone can separate dating from relationship. Exactly. And that is my point tonight. It's a big difference between dating and relationship. Where I come from, after some point, we start saying, oh, call me, yeah. Very typical of Nigeria, especially the Yoruba culture. The minute that they start dating you, the next thing you are Yawomi, or call me. They start saying that. Anyway, that's another topic for another day. But tonight we're talking about dating. So, take time off to go on your dates. Take time to prepare. Go on your date. When you get on your date, the first thing that you should be aiming for is to enjoy your date. Don't go tense. Don't go with expectations. Just go with a simple, free mind to enjoy your date. Okay, sorry, I missed a point. When I was telling you don't make shakara, at the same time, you have to balance it. Don't be too available. Not that the way the person will just call you before the phone will ring to the first end of the ringtone. You're already picking hello like you're waiting beside the phone. Don't be too available. It's a balancing tactic that you have to play. You cannot make too much shakara and you cannot be too available, especially for we African old school girls like Lady Edith. I will play hard to get a little bit, but at the same time, I'm not going to be too, take it too, just make too much shakara. So balance it and don't be too available. Let him know that you've got a life. You work, you do things outside of waiting for him to call you or text you. Okay? So don't be too available. So the other thing is, there's a problem. Okay, should we step back a bit or let's leave that bit? When you then get on the date, there are some things that you should do and there are some things that you shouldn't do when you then get on the date. So the person you've met you've met together, you are now in this restaurant having dinner, for example, and then you introduce yourself again. It's okay to give a handshake, it's okay to give a hug. There's nothing wrong with hugging. You sit down and you're now having your meal. Now, please, like I said, all what I'm saying, there's no wrong or right answer. You do it the way you want to do it. You can take the advice or you can ditch it. and you can call the show and say yes or no, or add to it or subtract from it. I do not believe in when a man takes me on a date, I come with my friends, my children, my sister, for him to feed my whole community, number one. And number two, if I go alone, I don't believe that I must order the food I'm going to eat for the next 1 week. Don't be greedy. Order what you can eat. A plate, a meal, one meal. Order what you can eat. Don't start being greedy and order this, that, even the food you've never eaten before and you are testing. Francine is laughing, Flora is laughing. It's true. Don't be greedy. You understand? We know the man is paying, and that's another point for me. I don't believe that the man must pay. I believe that it's only fair that we split the bill, or at least I offer and say, Sister Flora, I finished you. Or I offer and say, is it okay if we share the bill? Do you understand? And he will say, no, I've got this. You say, thank you. Don't assume that, I have met people before that told me that they don't agree that when a man takes you out, that, African mentality that the man should pay, is the one taking you out. But you know what, things have changed. You might even be the one that have asked the man out. So I believe that it's okay to say, I don't mind contributing towards the bill. And if he says, I've got this, don't worry, you say, thank you. So that one, you can be flexible on that note. So then you are now talking, you've ordered the food, maybe you are drinking your drink or your glass of wine. Don't start asking too many questions. Some people, the first question they will ask is, what happened to your last relationship? Or have you been married before? That is too early, too soon, too quick. Don't just dive into the fact that, make yourself look desperate. That, or start talking about, if we get married, if you get married, how many kids do you want to have? Start saying deep things. You get what I'm trying to say? Francine is saying, not everyone can separate. Oh, I've read that one before. Sorry. Yes, so don't start asking questions like you are an interview. That's the second point. In UK, we can share the bill. In Africa, you are mumu. Exactly, sis. Exactly. No bill sharing, no. I am old school. Well, that's 2 points there. No bill sharing, you see. But what about if you ask the guy out, Sister Flora? What about if you were the one who asked the guy? Things are changing now. Women can ask guys out. Are you going to share the bill if you asked him out for a meal? Okay, so what I was saying again is that don't start asking the man questions or the lady questions like you are an interview. How old are you? Tick box. Okay, in your head, you already want a man. Maybe you are 32 and you want a man who is between 30 and 40. Your head, you're already thinking, how old are you? The man says 37, tick box in your head. In your head, your junior sister, the ones after you, they've married, you have not married. So in your head, this 2020 now, your year, I go marry this year. So you are calculating everything. Where do you live? Tick box. Be asking him questions or asking her questions like she's on an interview. Don't do that. Let the conversation flow naturally. Discussion might lead to those points I've mentioned. Nothing wrong with that. But don't make it look like he's under scrutiny or is in an interview, or she is. Sister Francine is saying, when are you coming to see my people? Exactly. Don't start asking him that. When are you coming to forget about marriage, relationship, courtship, and all those kind of things. Obaro, bill sharing is okay, or women paying, especially if she invited him out. Exactly, Obaro. That's my point, Sister Obaro. Thank you. Then the next thing, please, on a first date, don't start talking about past relationship, how it hurts you, how you are bitter, how men are bastards, how women are fools, how you would. Don't talk about your past relationship. For at least just leave that man or that woman that hurts you. Just leave them for that 1, 2, 3 hours you are with this your guy you are dating, or this your lady that you're on a date with. Don't start bringing those things on the first date, please, guys. Safi Kalunga, she's laughing. Thank you, sis. Exactly, Sister Chichi. That's not even on my list. Thank you for reminding me. Table manners. Me, if you see me eating, hey, I have to be careful. I'll remind myself that, Edith, you are in public. I like food, guys. But when I'm in public, I try to maintain, so I behave my mouth. Let me put it that way. Just be eating anyhow. Because, we have this tendency in our mind that if you are going out for dinner, don't have a big lunch so you can eat for dinner. Maybe if you know you're the kind that like food like me, maybe have something so that you will get that you're not so hungry that you're just eating like you haven't eaten before. So table manners is very important. Know how to use your cutlery, know how to, clean your mouth. Don't let food be spilling from your mouth. I hate it when men do that too, especially men. They are not conscious of the facial, the head thing. They will just be scratching their head, or some will be sweating, or you take a man to go eat amala in a buka, the man will just be sweating like a Christmas. Some men, they can eat amala for England. Maybe they never eat 4 wraps. When you go and eat with a woman, please control your appetite. I'm sorry, guys. I just remember the way some men, they are eating, they will be sweating. All the head will be full of water. Please, guys, be careful of your manners. You see me, I don't have any studio manners. See the way I'm laughing? It's very funny. It's very important. Be careful of your manners. Don't go and show your bad side, your bad food manners there. Like me, just be eating anyhow because the food is so sweet. Control yourself. So the next thing, we've talked about table manners. Like I said, don't talk about past relationship. Have fun. Make it fun. Now, remember that some of us are not as eloquent as one another. Some people talk more. Some people, they need you to push them. Begin to understand who you're having a date with. You might not know how to start discussions. So what you can do is ask open questions, not closed questions. So just say, for example, we're in the COVID now. Just say, for example, did you go on holidays before the COVID? Something out of the, not anything to do with relationship or serious talk. And he might say, I plan to go on holiday, but the COVID, open questions that will lead to discussion. And you find out that from there, another topic will come in, and let it flow, have fun, encourage the person to talk. And if they ask you questions, answer politely. Then another one is answer honestly. Do you know, I've heard of a guy and a girl who dated and then entered into a relationship, and the girl never knew this man's name. When they started dating, let's say, for example, he said his name is John, and after 6 months, she found out that his name is James. Be honest. Don't give people false impression, false information about yourself. Remember that the internet is very powerful, and people can get information about you from social media sites, from Google, and all these places. So please be honest. There's no point deceiving anyone. Like, if you come and date me, who wants to date me? You can come and line up. Sister Flora will vet your applications for you. All these my sisters, Chichi, Zubi, Francine, they will vet your application. What I'm trying to say, I'm only joking. What I'm trying to say is that don't start telling a man like me now you want to date me now, and I'm telling you that, I'm single, and I will not mention that I have 2 kids. Do you understand? So be honest. If he likes you, he will like your kids. You might be young, you might be in your 20s, and you already have a child. You made a mistake. Don't hide your child and say it's your junior sister. Please be honest. There are some things that are facts and truths about you that you need to be honest about. Don't tell the man that you work in the petroleum industry, whereas you are selling groundnut oil in front of your father's house. You don't work in the petroleum industry. And the man will be thinking that you work for NNPC or Shell or all those big oil companies in Nigeria. Meanwhile, you're always selling oil, groundnut oil in front of your father's house, and you say you work for the petroleum industry. Then one day the man will be passing, and he will see you selling oil, and he will scratch his eye and say, is that all you did? I thought you work for the petroleum industry. But she's selling oil. Oil is part of the petroleum industry. Please be honest, guys. Don't start telling false things about yourself. You say you've lived in Dubai. What is even making me laugh is that you watch some of these Nigerian films where they put up a false thing when they are passing. Say, see move fast. My daddy's brother's house. I don't want him to see me. Meanwhile, you don't even know the people that live there. Why pretend? Be yourself, guys, ladies. Be yourself. If he's going to like you, he's going to like you regardless. Don't fake it. That thing of fake it till you make it. It doesn't work in this instance. Trust me. Because if he finds out, he will hate you and he will not even want to date you. Sister Onkem said, I think dating should be reduced to one person at a time. Yeah. So one person at a time, yes, I agree. When I said you can date 10 people, I mean, if you have not committed, one person at a time. If it doesn't work, you can end it and move on. Dating should evolve to a relationship. That's the whole idea. But Sister Onkem, sometimes you might date this person, and on that first date, you don't like that person. So it's not going to evolve in a relationship. So why tie yourself to that person? Just leave it and you can date somebody else is what I mean. It's completely different from relationship. It's simply going out for a meal, yes. Then it may be, we refer it to lunch, dinner, between friends, not dating. It is called dating, sis. If you Google it, because I did some research, going out for a meal, getting to know one another, it's dating. It's dating. It's different from going out with friends. I might have male friends. I went to a mixed school. My friends and I are going out for a meal. That is going out for a meal. But when a man is asking you out or a woman is asking you out in the context of getting to know you so that you can be their girlfriend, that is dating. It has not yet gotten to the stage of relationship at that point. So, oil na oil. Thank you, Sister Francine. Can we kiss on a first date? Well, the chemistry might be flying with the physics and the biology, and the kissing may happen. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, because some people, they have said that there's love at first sight, and the chemistry and physics and biology might happen, and you might kiss maybe when you are leaving each other, you can kiss. But it's not French kissing, no. Not the one that you will not kiss, that you exchange saliva, tongue, teeth, and everything. You can just, am I out of order? I don't know. But I think so. There's a difference between going out on a date and having a relationship. Yes, Sister Francine, I think that's my point. I hope I'm not confusing people. Sorry, guys, I'm just laughing and the time is going. Okay. My other tip is, please don't start doing self-pity and making yourself a victim on a date by talking too much. Don't reveal all. In as much as you want to be honest and say the truth, don't reveal all about yourself on a first date. Don't be too, have some things that you don't have to reveal about yourself. There are things that are truth and fact. I have 2 children. That's the truth. But I don't have to tell the man how I gave birth to my first child in America and the second one in Canada. And if, I don't have to go too deep into my, the things about myself. If he asks me questions, keep it simple but honest. You don't have to reveal too much about yourself on the first date. You'll be surprised about how people, use information you've given them to get at you. I heard about a lady who revealed about her family background in a date, and it evolved from dating to a relationship. But one day the guy said he's changed her mind because she comes from a dysfunctional family, because of all the things she's told him in the series of several, dates and relationship about her family. And the guy used it against her and ended the relationship. So please, guys, balance it out. Sister Vero said noted. Thank you, sis. Then talk about what you care about, not just small talk. So I'm repeating myself anyway. Like someone like me, you can't meet me, and I would tell you that I'm a motivational speaker. I work in mental health. I've written a book. Things about me, yeah. Things I care about. That's what I care about. My church family, my kids, the things I care about. It's also good to talk about, because when you talk about the things you care about, it will give that person a little more depth about your person, for them to begin to pick out what they might like about you, so that this date can progress to the next stage, or what they might not like about you. So, talk about what you care about, not just small talk. Then a caution I want to say here is that there is life after death of a loved one, after a marriage breakup, after a divorce. There's life. So, stop constantly playing Safe is the word I'm looking for. Stop constantly playing safe and projecting negative things and yeah, playing safe. You don't want to take risk, because if you do that, you're not going to meet someone. So if a woman has hurt you so bad before, it doesn't mean that the next woman coming along is going to hurt you again. It's difficult, and you'll be looking at all of them. Like sometimes when some men ask some of us women out after you've been battered and hurt, when you ask her, we'll just be looking at you that, hey, they've come again, oh, see him, oh, see him, oh. Or if it's a woman, hey, see how they'll be doing nice now. After a while, we have those thoughts going in our mind. It's good, but at the same time, balance it out. Don't just stop living because your ex left you or because your ex died. There's a time for grieving. Like I said in the beginning, give yourself time. There's a time for, putting yourself back together. But please, ladies, gentlemen, live again. Don't because an ex leave you. I read something on Instagram, and the woman said that after 10 years of breaking up with her ex, one day they met, and the ex was like, oh, the man was asking the woman, oh, are you now Miss or Mrs.? And she replied and said, actually, I'm now doctor. So you see what she did with her life in 10 years. She's now doctor. And that's what is more important. Develop yourself, change your hairstyle, dress nice. If you don't know these things, like I told you before, during the COVID, I paid Jojo's Touch, a makeup artist in Nigeria, 10,000 naira, and she sent me 4 different videos of 4 different makeup applications. And I began to learn. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. It's very important. Pamper yourself. Take care of yourself. Don't let yourself go, both female and male, because your ex left you. Let your ex see you, and before they even sees you, your scent, your smell, your perfume is already, who is that girl? That when you walk in, you're looking beautiful, not that you are looking haggard. Even as a man, your ex leave you, then you just be eating anyhow, fish and chips, you now become fat and, have a pot belly. No. Look after yourself, that when your ex sees you, they'll be biting their finger. My pastor says that there is 2 types of had I known. The had I known of regret, that, hey, had I known, I for remain with this person, no. Or had I known, hey, to Fiakwa, thank God I left them. Which had I know would you want your ex to say when they meet you? That they should be rejoicing that, hey, thank God I left them. Or hi, see as she don't do well. See as he don't fine. See as he don't win lottery. See as they end better. Which had I know do you want your ex to say about you? You're not competing with anybody. You're competing with yourself. And basically what you want to do in life is be better today than you were yesterday. Make yourself happy. Do more, be more, have more. Life is to be enjoyed. Catch your fun. Go out more, socialize, join social network, just do what you've never done before. I'm learning French, I'm learning a new language. There's so many things to do. That's why I told you guys that in COVID, I was not bored. I have so many. If you are bored, call me. I will give you 100 things instantly that you can do. The only thing is that you need to motivate yourself. Grandma Mommy Lara said, good evening, Lady Edith. I'm sorry I was on another channel. I forgot. Well done. Thank you, Mom. Thank you for the medication yesterday, Mom. I'm feeling better. Sister Flora said, I watch the energy you bring to the date. Okay, she's giving us points. Number 1, watch the energy you bring to the date. Number 2, be open-minded. It may not end up in a romantic relationship, but a great friendship. Exactly. Don't have any expectations that, oh, I just pray, oh, hey, make the man just say, hey, you want me, oh, make you just propose. No, don't have any expectation. Then Sister Safi is saying, if I don't like the person at all on the first date, what do I say? So that's what we are going to talk about next. So after the dinner, you've eaten, you decide to share the bill or not share the bill, whatever you decide to do, and the person asks you for your number. It's now up to you to decide if you want to give him your number. So remember that giving him your number or giving her your number means another call, a text, a follow-up date, a second invitation to go out again. And if you don't really want to go out with the person, let the person know. You have to have that confidence to say that, I really enjoyed the evening together, but I'd rather be great friends with you. Make it clear. And if he says, okay, that's fine, you can give him your number if he agrees to be friends. If you don't feel comfortable giving him your number, maybe you might have seen some things in him that, scares you. You just say to him, I'm really sorry, but I'd rather not give you my number. I'd rather we don't have communication again. We watch all these shows now, Paddy's show, Paddy McGuinness show, that 30 ladies will line up and the man will choose and they will go on, dates to Spain. At the end of the day, we say no likey or likey. It might go either way, you don't know. So don't worry about thinking you are hurting him. Please hurt him or hurt her. It's better to say I don't want than pretend, yeah? Sister Eki said, sis, I'm very late. No problem, sis, you can rewind. Thank you. Sava, this is French, hey, mommy, you see. I'm learning French with Duolingo, guys. It's a free app. Download it on your phone. You can learn French, Spanish, German, Italian, whatever language. But because of Flora, I'm learning French, and Mawa, my two French sisters, I'm learning French. So yeah, so that's what you do. Let me see if I have other tips. So my conclusion is that dating is not a relationship. So take it step by step. If he asks you for your number, yes, he might call you. He might not call you. So there's this thing that we do, the waiting game. So you've gone for the date, you get home. Most likely, he might send you a text to say, are you home? Or you might send a text and say, I'm home now. Thank you for a pleasant evening. Thank you for a great evening. I don't think there's any right or wrong answer with who sent the text first after the first date. When you get home, it's polite to say, I'm home now. Thank you for the pleasant evening. I enjoyed myself. Or, I hope you go home safe or something like that. So if you've done that, then leave it. Allow him to call you or make the next move as an African woman. If you want to do it the Western way, you can call him the next day. That's up to you. But somehow communication should flow. And this is where you have to balance it. If you decide to call him first and he calls you and he picks his call and he says, I'll call you later, and he doesn't call you, you hold yourself. If you are calling a man and he's always giving excuses, I'm busy, I'm at work, please give me 5 minutes, I'm just doing my shopping, I'm at the bank, I'll call you later, he's forming Mr. Busy Bee. You too, form busy. If you don't have anything to do, please call me, I will give you what to do. If you feel so eager to call him or to hear from him, you need to distract yourself for 1 hour if he's not going to call. He might tell you, I'm going to call you between 7 and 8. And the minute it's 7 o'clock, you're on your phone watching. 7 has reached. 7:01. 7:05. He might not call you till 7:55. Are you going to kill yourself for 1 hour till he calls? No. Distract yourself. Go have a warm bath. Allow your phone to ring. Not that if he's calling you now, you will now run and nearly break your head on the phone because you went to the toilet to pick the call. Let him ring and go to voicemail. You can call him back. Do you understand? You to be busy. If a man is forming busy for me, that is it. Me, I can be busy. I'm supporting COVID-19. I'm helping the Queen and the Prime Minister and American President and Nigerian President. I'm solving the problems of the world. I can be busy even if I don't have anything to do. Make yourself important. You to form busy. Why are you not busy, by the way? You have a life, girl. You have a life, boy or guy or father or uncle. Please be busy. Don't let people just see you as, nothing to do. Sister Eki, why are you laughing now? Okay, so sister. Okay, they said the volume is very low. Ashokbe. Sister Barrow, same here, Sister Edi, we can talk later. Okay. Sister Francine said, please, if you don't like the person, don't text your friend to call you and say you have an emergency. It is awful. I think I've played that card before. You call your friend, babe, rescue me. And you run away. I've done it before. And actually, I think I did it with Flora. Actually, Flora called me. Rescue me. Then, so Sister Flora said, I don't agree with the lady calling the man. And Sister Francis said, why? I think she's already answered because she said she's an African. She's old school. Flora answered she's old school. Allow him to chase you small. You cannot be too available. Yes, it's one way to assess and measure his interest. Yes. But there's nothing wrong with calling first. You never know. I mean, I just think that these days, we cannot just put too many boundaries and be too rigid in everything that we do. Like yesterday, if you can, I would like to refer you to, lower it a bit, Ashope. I'd like to refer you to Chichi Zubi's show yesterday. She was talking about age. Is age just a number? Should a woman date a man that she's older than? In African culture, it's acceptable for a man to date a woman that he's older than. But as I am now, let's say for example, I'm 50 and I start dating a 35-year-old guy, some of you will look down on me and say, hey, look, Edith, 15 years. You know what I'm trying to say? So over time, we've put so many inhibitations, boundaries, things on ourselves, laws that are man-made or from culture. Sometimes we should allow it flow naturally. I would not mind sending a man a text and saying, I got home safe, thank you for a pleasant evening. And maybe the first time, if he doesn't call me in a day or two, I can make that first call. But after that first call, if he doesn't then call, then from there I will start seeing his interest. But then again, I also agree with Sister Flora. It depends on the age of the people involved as well. We matured once, we want the men to chase us. But the younger generation, I think they don't see it quite that way. But it's one way to assess and measure his interest, which is very true. That's why I said that if he's forming busy, you to form busy. Create something to do, okay? Be busy. Like Sister Francine said, he might be a shy person. Exactly. That's why I'm saying that sometimes some men need some help and some support, and some women do too, you know, to get the thing bubbling. You know what I'm trying to say? When you are boiling food and it's taking time, you can increase the heat a bit, isn't it? To get it bubbling, to get something moving. Some people just need that extra push. Sister Flora is saying men and women operate differently. A woman can say no if she doesn't like a man. A man will go along because it's been given to him on a silver platter. I understand you, Sister Flora, but remember, a first date can become a great friendship. So at this level, you're still friends. Even though you are judging, maybe you start judging from the second, third date. The first date, still just leave it open, the first outing. So by the time you go out for the second time, then things will start bubbling, start moving on along a bit. I think with us in our age, we will do that. But the younger generation, you know, they contact themselves on Snapchat, Facebook, and they're already communicating. You put something on your status, the person is already replying, and, you know, Instagram. And I think it's a bit different with them nowadays. Good evening, Sister Betty. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. I appreciate you. So my last few bits, then we end the show tonight. So now you like the guy, and maybe the guy is not showing enough interest. One thing I don't like is people that stalk people on the internet. You are checking his WhatsApp status. Has he updated his status? You are checking his Instagram page. You are checking his Facebook page. You are Googling his name. You are asking your friend maybe who introduced you to him, more about him. That is called stalking, guys. Hello, come. I have a guest in the studio. Hey, hello, how are you? If you can guess who my guest is, I'll give you £10. If anybody can guess who my guest that just came to the studio is, I'll give you £10. Okay, don't talk. Sister Francine is saying generation is why Africa is still where it is. Exactly. Gender attitude don't come in a box. So that's why we are here on the show. We are getting different views. So I think both views are right. It's just the way you want to play your game. This thing is a game. So please don't stalk anybody on the internet. Don't start, if you introduce two people together, don't start calling them. So I introduced Bola and Shegun. Bola is my friend, and I'll start calling Bola. Has he called you? Did you people go out again? Did you like him? It's not, you've already done what God has asked you to do. You've played Cupid. Leave them. Don't start getting over involved because you are the person that introduced them. Sister Chuchi say Sapphire. What's Sapphire? I didn't get that, Sister Veronica. I didn't get that. Okay, Sapphire. No, not Sapphire. Michael. Yes, Sister Betty got it. Michael, my son, he came to the studio to say hello. Sister Betty got it. Hey. Sister Chichi and Sister Veronica, thank you for trying. It's actually Michael. Thank you, big sis. Big sis, Sister Betty got it. It's Michael. Sister Betty, but you are big sis. Now can small sis be giving big sis £10 now? Sis, sorry for me now. Please, beg Sister Betty for me. to sorry for me. 10 pounds. 10 pounds. Sister Betty, let's go on a date. And spend the 10 pounds. Yeah, so don't stalk him. And please don't overcall. Kai. Some people can call you for England. You don't pick, they will call. Give it a break, man. She might be showering, he might be driving, he might be out, she might be at work. Don't continue calling and just, overcall the person. Give it a break. I already talked about oversharing. Don't overshare. Don't be clingy. Don't be too clingy and you are already doing like you don't have a life. This person is, your breathing tube already. No, don't be too clingy. And then, sorry guys. Don't worry too much. Don't worry too much. Leave it. And for me, over the years, I told you I've been single, I've been married, I've been all of them. One thing I learned about we ladies especially, when you just meet a guy, you forget your friends and your family. The guy becomes your world. He becomes your everything. You forget the people that were there before, your support network, your friends, your colleagues, your family, because you are so much in love. And you want to breathe, eat, talk, everything about the guy. And for those who don't even forget their loved ones, all they want to talk about is Shegun. Oh, Shegun did this. Oh, Shegun did that. Oh, I'm so much in love with Shegun. People need a break, man. Can you keep your Shegun to yourself? You can talk about Shegun for 2 minutes, but not that if you and your friend now go out, or your sisters, you spend the whole evening talking about your newfound love. Oh, Shegun this. Oh, Peter this. Oh, talking about the person. Please, guys. And don't forget people who were there with you. Don't forget your friends. Don't forsake your friends because you have found so much love. So, sister, mommy, grandma, help me now. Ojoro. Sister Wasit. He doesn't pick his call his WhatsApp. Abi. Exactly. Some people do it. When they call you, me, I've done it before. When they call you on your phone, you don't pick, you start thinking, Abi, has he blocked me? Let me try his WhatsApp. You start looking for every way to call him. Or you call him on his Instagram page, Facebook. So guys, yes. So anyway, I didn't really give enough room for calls, but I think a lot of people contributed and we had quite a number of, people saying different things. And I want to just refer to Sister Nkem. So Sister Nkem, I think maybe next time I will then move on to what you were saying, which is very correct. The whole idea of this dating thing is that hopefully it will pick up, it will start bubbling, and it will move on to a relationship. And that's when we now start talking serious. And you now but when you are just going out for a meal, just getting to know him, the first date, it's called dating. It's not just going out with friends. From my little research that I did, I used to make that mistake. I used to think that because one man has asked me out on a date and we are going out on Saturday night, if somebody else asks me on a date, then I cannot go because, I'm not in a relationship with him. I don't even know him. It's a first date. We've spoke on the phone once or twice. We're going out on a first date. It doesn't stop me from going out on another date. But then again, word of caution, wait and see what happens after your date on Friday night before you go out on another date the week after. Maybe you might just like the guy you go out with on a Friday night. But please, African mentality, dating is not a relationship. Dating is just getting to know one another, but the intention is for it to lead to a relationship and hopefully better and stronger things. So I hope you enjoyed my show tonight. I really appreciate all your love and support. Thank you for tuning in. Once again, I'm sorry about the hiccup that happened last Monday. But I think we've caught up nicely now. I have something to discuss next week. I'm not going to give you the heads up. You wait and see. So I'll be expecting you guys to please tune in again. Same time, same day of the week, Monday, 7 p.m. here in CTRIM Studios. And God bless you all for coming. God bless you all for tuning in. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sister Vero. Thank you, Sister Chichi. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. Bye. I hope nobody called. I didn't even check the phone. I was just laughing today. I don't know why laughter carry me. Oh, thank you, sis. Thank you, Sister Kate. Sister Chichi's intestine. That's Sister Kate. I'm going to go and get my... Sister Betty, do you want to be my intestine? Then that way I don't have to give you £10. I want an intestine. Sister Kate and Sister Chichi do intestine. Me too, I want intestine. All right, thank you guys. Sister Modupe Adedeji. Hi, my roommate. Hey, Rumi. I've missed you. When are we going on holiday again? Sister Kate. Thank you, gorgeous. Thank you, Sister Flora. Sister Safi. Thank you, sis. God bless you. Thank you, everyone. Rumi, thank you for joining. I love you, babe. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. Bye. Good night. Bye. Have a blessed and fruitful week.